What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode on the Let's Play channel. I don't really know how to introduce this because we're back on the unlicensed 4-in-1 multi-cart by Sach, and we have played Trouble Zone on the channel before, that nice little puzzle game. However, today we will be playing some Virus Attack. Let's see what's going on in in this little world. Let's push start. I said let's push start. I think I might have accidentally pushed select there. And as you could clearly see, this game has taken some inspiration from a certain other game. However, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, there's a little wrong with that. It is unlicensed after all, so I think there might be some dubious aspects to the to the legality or whatever. However, that doesn't matter. We're still playing the game. Everything is downloaded on my phone anyway, so this whole thing was dubious, and we are getting cornered like it's absolutely nobody's business. Not really a fan of that. However, I do get to kill this guy. The big face. This is like the boss. Alright, I don't like this. There we go. One more guy left. He's not going to do anything to me. Don't worry. Got him. Stage 1 has been cleared with 7,700 points. Anyway, let's keep that rolling. I'm going to try to get the little high score. Or I'm going to try to beat the little, generated high score, but I'm not going to make any promises. I do sort of suck at this game, somehow. Granted, I'm not very good at Galaga either, but that's also kind of beside the point. Alright, just keep me on this side. And then we go under. There we go. Alright. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this, actually. I did try to make an episode of this beforehand. However, the viruses did, in fact, get the better of me in a lot of my previous recordings. And why are there so many bullets? What is this? Just let me hit you. Or some crap like that. I just barely missed. How could I miss? He was 3 feet in front of me. That's just the circle of life, I guess. Anyway, stage 2 has been cleared. I already made enough 90s Disney references for one lifetime. And let's move on to stage 3. I think every stage gives you the same amount of points. I noticed. I also noticed I'm back at 3 lives, so I think I got something back, which is always nice. There we go. I shoot one of the bosses really early, which is really good. I also noticed there's a bit of a pattern where if they shoot directly across the freaking screen, you should do your best to just get your little tokus under him. But that's not really a pattern. That's just common sense. Though it makes me sound a lot better at video games if I say, yes, I predicted this. However, it also makes me sound stupid annoying. So don't worry. We're not gonna do any more of that crap. There we go. Shoot him on the side, and then can I get this thing on the top? Oh my goodness, he I swear he sped up. Oh my goodness. I swear he sped up there. I was aiming my shot and all that. And then he just zoomed by. I have this on footage. You could like check the tapes and all that. Dude, look at that, man. That's crazy. I don't know why this is like mind breaking me so hard, but it is. It's maybe it's just because I've never actually shot the little plane on the top, so I still don't know what happens if it does happen. If you do shoot it, I think that's 100% it though. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. And then I hate it when the when the three guys go down because this is nonsense. Everything is shooting at me at once. Everything is not gonna finish that statement. 30,800 points. All right, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. And not just because I have the blue color palette. It is kind of like ice blue, right? Or like mint blue or something. Of course I know mints aren't actually blue. I'm not crazy, but I do know that a lot of mint flavored things are in blue packages. Okay, I think it's every 10,000 points you get an extra life. It's just I haven't noticed because I haven't really been looking down at that corner of the screen. That is not good. Very not good. You could even say it's very bad. I'm sounding like a guy from 1984. Now I'm backed into a corner. I don't like being backed into a corner, I'll tell you that much. I shoot him once, but unfortunately, this is the one guy that takes two shots. However, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. All right, that was just a misplay on my part. I'll 100% take responsibility for that shot. Which sounds like something I would say if I was on Maury, but that's beside the point. All right, I'm sorry for that one. We beat stage 5. We have 1 life to our name. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think the game is getting harder. And I'm not just saying that because I keep dying. That was a close one. That was a really close one. And I was a little too close. Too close for my comfort. Though it doesn't take a lot to make me uncomfortable. I'll tell you that much. Usually, like, even if it's like the wrong temperature, I'll feel something. You know, I actually predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. There we go. There we go. Speaking of which, have you ever noticed that... Actually, wait, no. What am I talking about? No, I wasn't going anywhere with that. I was going to say something about the B movie, but then I just realized it's pretty much like just on Netflix now. And also, like, it's just like the principle of the thing. I try not to be surprised with where things are on streaming services. Just because I think it's stupid that you have to like play a little scavenger hunt every time you want to watch like the B movie or something. That really steams me, and I get that's like a thing that like steams everyone, so I probably shouldn't be talking about it on camera, but because then it's just like me, like, you know, preaching to the choir or whatever. However, it did come up in semi-natural conversation, I guess, kind of technically. if you could consider anything about this natural conversation. There we go. Shoot this guy. And now we just got to deal with all of this. And that was a little bit of a misplay on my part, but I think that's fine. There we go. It is my life, not your life. I will end it when I want. Ah, shoot. There's that stupid plane again. I think this plane is my new biggest enemy. In like not just in this game, just in video games in general. I don't think anything in a video game has ever made me that mad before. There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. We're still staying in the safe zone. We're still super safe. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, don't you worry. Don't you know? Sound like a guy in like Illinois or whatever. This is my last life, so I don't want to go crazy. Whoa, whoa. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for that, man. Can't be doing that, Mr. I'm gonna call you the boss, Virus. Because you seem to be like the big one. The big one. Oh, hey, that's another 90s Disney reference. So, I mean, I guess that's a bit of a callback. Anyway, we're on like stage 8 or stage 9 or whatever. All these stages are just kind of blending together. If I'm being 100% honest. But I think that's fine. I'm just going on an absolute massacre. And I mean, one of those little jellyfish-looking things actually survived decently long compared to all the other levels I've played. So, I mean, that's something, right? There we go, there we go, there we go. Ooh. Got a little too greedy, and that's game over. Anyway, let's press start. We got the top score. That's pretty much all you could ask for. So that was Virus Attack. Pretty good. It is unlicensed. It's basically just Galaga again, but like, what are you gonna do? I will see you guys on the next adventure. And honestly, that's pretty much it.